So quickly want to make this live stream, just show people the double talk, in other words, the lies of Esther, who calls herself Celestial, from the Master's Voice Prophecy blog. Here I'm going to share with you 2 articles on her blog. You can go and see them yourself. And then I'm going to link to her news video where she's saying something different, okay? So let's share the first article of her blog. That is called Changes Ahead. You will see shakings, October the 14th, 2022. Now, here she says the following. We'll start the beginning. This is part 1 of a 2-part message received concerning multiple matters coming to America and by extension the whole world. For most of September and October, if I had to crystallize the most frequent prophecies I've received on my daily prayer calls, I would list them as follows: War to the Nations, the Red Horse, Revelation 6:4, Civil War to America, unexpected political changes and upheaval, Kamala Harris as future president, Obama, the beast system, Donald Trump will not save America, and plans of death in the works for those who do not expect it. The prayer call for the 14th of October 22 dealt with the following: Donald Trump will be killed in the future, creating a breeding ground for war. This has been said in multiple prophecies since 2020. See Ezekiel 13, which, by the way, has nothing to do with Trump in America. Idols will fall in America. Obama waiting. Okay, we don't need to read all this. So basically, she goes on, which she likes to do. And then she says the following: These things have been said before. The citizen-child MAGA deception, but they bear repeating. The death of Donald Trump is deliberate and will have a violent effect on the US. It is one of the several planned catalysts that backstage workers have lined up. Things they know are bound to trigger a civil war. So remember what she's saying here. She's saying that the death of Donald Trump will come first, and then will come a civil war. Yeah, this death will trigger a civil war. Okay, she said it again in, hold on, in the article, The Citizen Child and Other Prophecies. See where it is. Trump is not a god. He is a guilty man, and God says all his guilt will be exposed with evidence that cannot be refuted. In the time he is put away by the beast system, his death will cause a terrible ripple effect in America and will split the nation. It was this man's death that I saw caused gun sales to skyrocket across America. One by one, the dominoes that will eventually cause the descent to the madness of civil war will be laid in place. Hear the word of the Lord. Okay, this is not the word of the Lord, by the way. This is a prediction she made from her own fantasies. Anyway, so 2 times now. I haven't even checked out all the other articles on her blog, but these 2 will have to do. Okay, both are saying that first there will come the death of Trump, then there will come which will cause a civil war. Okay, now let's hear the most recent of her videos.
The question of U.S. elections is to utopia, but what you actually pluck up is that little pin that is hooked into a grenade. And once you pull it up, that is when you learn that the entire land was already rife with sickness. And by pulling that pin out of the grenade, you have no seconds left to flatten yourself and run for cover. And so God was showing that by simply touching this man who is called Donald J. Trump, America would end up in a war. And the direct consequence of that war would be the death of Donald Trump.
So I will repeat it again. She's saying that Donald Trump will just be touched by God, okay, and that will cause a civil war or a war, and that will kill. In return, that will kill Donald Trump. Let's hear it again.
I saw consequence Donald J. run for cover. And so God was showing that by simply touching this man who is called Donald J. Trump, America would end up in a war. And the direct consequence of that war would be the death of Donald Trump. I saw that.
So you heard it. That's a lie. She's double talking, because before she said Trump will first be killed and then the civil war will come out of that. Now she's saying that God will touch Donald Trump and that will cause a civil war. And then in that civil war or war will Donald Trump be killed. Yeah, that's double talk, people.